Picking up from where I left off on my last trip to Kansas, I headed down to Arkansas. I arrived late and quick camped at Redding Campground, and the next morning I was on my way to my favorite event of the year, Rendezvous in the Ozarks. I was an early arriver, but was ready to get base camp set up for the next few days of hanging out at the event and exploring some of the Ozarks. Since it was going to be a hot one, I went ahead and set up a couple of my slumberjack tarps to give us a little bit of a shade. Before too long, people started rolling into the event. Suppers were starting to be cooked, and the night was on. There was a lot of different setups, from rooftop tents to ground tents. While it was still an early day for the event, people rolled in and continued to roll in throughout the night. Those that came and hang out with me and my group, we just hung out, sat by the fire, chatted, and caught up on trips we had taken and trips that we want to take. We even got to see a little bit of the northern lights that night. Overall, the first night was a good night. The next morning, we hung out at camp for a little bit, but it wasn't long and it was time to hit the road and go do some exploring. I headed out with a small group to show some of the things I knew of the Ozarks and see some new things. After exploring around for a little bit close to the event, we headed back to check out some of the vendors, as well as attend a few of the classes and teach some classes. It wasn't long though, and we were headed back out on the trail to do some more exploring. The sun started setting, so we headed back towards camp. We spent some time that evening just hanging out by the fire, swapping stories and swapping knowledge. This is some of the best part of these events, and I encourage you to come hang out sometime. The next morning, we rounded up a few more rigs and headed out to explore again.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. Hauling, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right. Moments pass, make this one count. Untie. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair. Hell underwater, fine for air. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around,
It was time to head back to the event for the big giveaway. It was fun seeing everybody and hanging out, and I'll continue to head to this event every year. Most of us packed up that evening and headed home. New friends made and new memories made. Thanks for joining me on this trip, and as always, there's still another mile left to explore. I'll see you on the trail.